Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhijit Pradhan, and I am the founder and MD of the company, Big Bang Training. And Shalaka will be assisting me in this entire workshop. So this is about, what is PMP certification. We are talking about what is the PMP and what is, the topic, as you can see, what is the hype about PMP? Everybody is talking about PMP. What is PMP so important? Why it is world's #1 certification, called as world's #1 certification? Why the countries like USA and European countries, and then Middle East, India, China, everybody is talking about PMP certification. There's a lot of curiosity about what is PMP. Okay, so today the entire focus is that explaining about the entire process of PMP, what benefits it can give to you as a personally as well as to the corporates also. So okay, before going forward, I would like to ask you that how many of this entire crowd have absolutely no idea about PMP certification? Absolutely zero. Just say no, I have no idea. Or you can say yes, I have some idea, partial idea, whatever. You can write down. Just write down. You have no idea, you can write down no. Some idea. Abhay is saying some idea. Sudeep is saying yes, he has some idea. Okay. Write down whatever you feel. Partially or something fully, or somebody may be a PMP certified also. There is possibility that somebody could be a PMP certified. Nilesh is saying yes, he already has idea about PMP. Okay, good. Okay, idea is that if you don't have any idea PMP, this entire workshop will give you idea. If you have partial idea about, that is also good, because PMP completely in last 2 years, PMP has completely changed. And idea is to give you idea about what is exactly, what are the new changes which has happened post 2021. And the most important is that how it will help in your project, handling your projects, or in your, as far as I can see, Pranav is also part of this group, and Pranav is the owner of Krios. So hi, welcome Pranav. Good morning. So how PMP can help the organization, that is also one of the area. Okay. So quickly I will give the idea about this organization, my company. I'm a managing director of this company, and we have 2 divisions within that. So we have a Big Bang Consultancy and Big Bang Training. These are the 2 divisions we are doing. And if you can see, one of our services that we work with a lot of real estate companies, infra companies, IT companies, and our services we are providing providing project management training and consultancy, digital solutions, and business process improvements. These are the areas where we are working. This is my short introduction. I have total close to 38 years of experience, and I have been working with a lot of small, medium, and mid-sized company. So you can visit my LinkedIn profile, and you can always invite me. We can always join through LinkedIn. So some of our strengths that is that we have been working with multiple type of industries like auto, pharma, agro, oil and gas, and almost 12 type of industries we are working. I myself is a project management professional, having done projects across the world. Close to 40 projects I have executed in many parts of the world. These are some of our clients from construction industries. You can see clients like Lodha. Recently, we also added Adani Group, JMC Projects, and then many small and medium companies are also part of our client list. These are some of the clients from manufacturing like Kansai Nerolac, Asian Paints, and many Eaton, and so many other companies. And these are some of the companies, Capgemini, Bristlecone, and many other companies. So the main topic today is that what is project management or PMP, popularly known as PMP certification. So what is PMP certification? The methodology of PMP, the fee structure, what are the steps involved in getting the PMP certification? Because PMP certification, as you know, this certification is done from USA. The entire processes, everything is done from USA. Okay. So what is PMP? So let's directly go to that topic. Why PMP? As you can see that PMP is world's almost #1 professional certification. You can see the, Google, you can find that it is #1 certification. So it is always, normally it's the world's top, instead of saying currently #1, it's the top 5 certification in the world. And it has been, PMP certification is therefore close to 2 to 3 decades, and it's the Project Management Institute, the parent body which is issuing the certification, is as old as 1968, close to more than 50 years old non-profit organization. They are conducting this examination, and there is also one more certification called the CAPM certification. So we'll also see about some part of the CAPM certification, that what is CAPM, what is PMP, and so on. So as you can see, PMP certification, it keeps on fluctuating between 1, 2, 3, 4, between top 5 positions. Sometime it is #1, 2, and so it keeps on fluctuating. This project, the parent body which is conducting PMP certification, it is present in 189 countries globally, and there is a lot of awareness about this certification across the you can say continents, for example, US, then Middle East, European countries, India, of course, China, and many, many more. And there is a lot of awareness in countries like Singapore. I was in Singapore for 3 years, and I could see lot of awareness. Everybody was giving a lot of weightage to PMP certification, and that's what, I got into PMP also. I did my PMP certification when I was in Singapore. PMI, Project Management Institute, also has a very high presence in India. They have almost 7 chapters across the India, and like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, and Trivandrum, and almost 35,000 PMP certified candidates are there in India. Many large companies have made PMP certificate mandatory. Many IT companies such as IBM, Infosys, and many companies, they insist that PMP certification is mandatory. Companies in construction sectors like Larsen & Toubro, they are insisting that PMP certification is essential. In fact, they themselves have they are also providing certification, PMP certification, to their employees, and they are asking employees to undergo PMP certification. So why it is so important to get the PMP? So before that, first I would like to give quick idea about what is project management and what is project. Can anyone write down in the chat box what do you understand when it is called as project management? What is your understanding about project management? If you already have exposure to PMP, you need not write down, but if you have absolutely no idea, then you can write down, guess that what is PMP, what is project management? Can you please write down in the chat box? What is project management? Project is a typical journey, it's a time-bound journey, is called as project. So we are doing a lot of projects like IT projects, construction projects, and knowing me or unknowing me, we are doing a lot of projects. So Ashwini is saying from requirement to delivery journey. Yes, Ashwini, but still it is not a definition of project management, but good efforts, Ashwini. Anyone can write down about what is project management, whatever you feel. What is project management? Definition: it is managing resources, timeline, bottlenecks. Yes, these are the elements, Ashwini, but still this is not a definition of project management. Okay, so let me quickly tell you. Nilesh is saying it is knowledge and techniques to deliver something value to people. You are very close, Nilesh, to the definition like knowledge and techniques, but it is partially correct. So what is the correct answer? So let me tell you. Project management is the application of 4 things. It is application of knowledge, skills, tools and techniques, okay, do the project activities in order to meet project requirements. So these four things are essential to achieve the project activities. For project activities, it could be like the end goal could be the timely completion, or it could be as per the scope, as per the budget, as per the quality. You know, these are the some of the project requirements. So these requirements can be fulfilled through the application of these four things: knowledge and skills. Knowledge and skills are normally, you know, if you are from IT industry, normally you have a knowledge of, say, coding, or if you are from construction sector, then you have a knowledge of construction, or sometimes people have expertise in planning, monitoring, and then accounting. You know, everybody has a different skill set. So knowledge and skill set will differ from person to person. What is important is that tools and techniques, like in this entire PMP certification, they have taught about tools and techniques, that which are the important tools and techniques which are essential to achieve the project goal. For example, timely completion of the project within the budget and everything. So what are how we can utilize tools and techniques to achieve our goal in addition to knowledge and skills. For example, I will give the example of, say, war. In war, when the Jawans are fighting, okay, it's not just sufficient that physically they should have a good strength. They should also should know the knowledge about the ammunition and the various vigilance equipment they are using, tools, techniques like warfare techniques. They are taught about warfare techniques, how to effectively, you know, attack the enemy. So tools and techniques are extremely essential. So in project management, what are those tools and techniques? That is what is covered in this PMP certification. And it is since the project management, this PMP certification curriculum is written by lakhs of project managers across the world. It is very rich in the content. That means the project professionals across the world, they have acknowledged it, that, you know, these are the minimum certain tools and techniques which are required to address to meet the project requirements. So that is what is called as project management. Now you can see in this screen that there are almost 10 elements. You can see these are the most important elements, and like, say, integration management or time management, scope management, cost management. So various, you can see the elements are mentioned here: quality management, HR, procurement, communication, stakeholder management, risk management. So in PMP certification curriculum, there are total 13 chapters are mentioned, and out of 13 chapters, you can see these are the 10 chapters which are forming the main important part of the project management body of knowledge book, which is referred for the examination. Okay. So these are the 10 elements they have given about, like, how to, and then various tools and techniques applicable. For example, let us say time management. In time management, there are techniques like critical path method is a technique, or critical chain is another technique. And there are some tools like Microsoft Project is or Microsoft Planner or Jira. These are the various softwares we are using it for handling the project. So these are the tools. So tools and techniques together, how to use it effectively to manage the project, that is what is given in this entire PMP certification. Similarly, quality, if you can say, in quality management, there are techniques like Six Sigma or 5As, and all these techniques are there. So how to use effectively those techniques in projects, that is what is given in the PMP certification. And that is why it is so popular, because when the candidate undergoes training about what are the tools and techniques, the entire perspective about the project management immediately changes. And I myself have gone through that journey, and I know that, you know, how it is very, very important to know the overall project management structure, and that is what is the PMP certification. Now you can see this one chart, which is one of the most important chart which is used by project managers, and You can see on the extreme left, there are the 10 elements which I just mentioned: integration management, scope management, time management. So there are 10 columns, 10 rows are mentioned here, and then 5 stages of the project which are applicable to any project, whether it is an IT project, whether it's a construction project, whether it's a like war. In war is also one of the projects, or in a cricket match is also a project. All these things like initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling and closing, these 5 stages of the project and 10 elements of the project what you have mentioned, this is called as a project process chart. And within that you can see there are they have mentioned like develop project charter, develop project management plan. You can see here 4.1, 4.2, these are the chapter number or sub chapter number column. So these are called as a processes. So there are 47 processes are there. So this is a very important part of the PMP book called Project Management Body of Knowledge. So there are 5 process group, which is nothing but 5 stages of the project. Then these 10 are called as the 10 knowledge areas and project management framework. So PMP certification is nothing but it talks about this everything about in the 35 hours or 4 days of training program. We cover the what is PMP. We cover in that. Okay. And these are the so PMP principles, the very
Sir, kindly unmute.
Okay, so very important, PMP is applicable to any industry, whether it is a IT, construction, or you name it. I mean, it's whether it's even finance industry also PMP is applicable. So because of, since it is applicable to any industry, it has a very high acceptance level. And PMP is not a software. PMP is a way of life. Like PMP tells about the methodology, how you can achieve any time-bound activity, whether it's a project. So anything which is time-bound is also called a project. So principles which are mentioned here are applicable to any industry, or even in day-to-day life also we can easily use all those tools and techniques as a part of PMP. Okay. PMP certification is issued by PMI USA, and the main parent body is Project Management Institute USA. PMI has published guidelines called the PM Project Management Body of Knowledge, or popularly known as PMBOK. Okay, and so this is the photo of currently 7th edition is going on, but for examination, 6th edition is still being used. So even though it is 7th, currently they have made a lot of changes in their structure. So even though PMBOK is used as a reference, there is another book which is also used as a part of the exam preparation. So I will show you in my next slide. And very important is that this PMBOK has been written by lakhs of project professionals across the world. So it is not written by a single person. And that's why the acceptance level is very, very high. Another book which is we can call the primary book, which is called the PMP Authorized Exam Prep Book, which is issued to the candidates as a part of the student kit. So whenever you enroll for the program, we issue you a student kit, and along with the student kit, you also get this PMP exam book. Another important part is that agile project management. Earlier, till 2020, project management means it was everything about the traditional project management called as a waterfall project management. But now project management has, as you know, in last decade, you can say, agile project management has become extremely popular especially in IT sector or service sector. where there are various methodologies are involved. Like Scrum is one of the very popular methodology which is a part of Agile. Plus there are like Lean Management or Six Sigma or many more techniques are part of Agile project management. But Agile Scrum is very, very popular, and which is covered in this PMBOK right now. Earlier it was not there. So PMI is always updating its curriculum as per the current trend, and as since the PM Agile project management is trend, they have added that as a part of the curriculum in addition to the traditional conventional waterfall project management. So there are typically three ways of project management. One is Agile, which is conventional project management, Agile project management, and there is also one thing called as a hybrid of that, hybrid of everything. For example, construction industry cannot just rely on Agile project management. So there is a hybrid project management is also involved. Some part of Agile, but main part of this one, the waterfall project management. Similarly, in IT industry, more thrust is on Agile project management, but there is also some part of the traditional project management which is covered here in this entire curriculum. I will quickly give information about the PMP and CAPM. See, this entire in the workshop, we will also allow you to ask questions, and so let me first finish my flow of my presentation, and then you can ask me questions. There are two popular certifications there. One is PMP and another is called the CAPM certification. So what is the difference between that? PMP certification is applicable if you have experience more than 3 years, professional experience, then it is a PMP certification. If you are a fresher or if you have experience only up to 3 years, then you can plan a CAPM examination, Certified Associate in Project Management. Okay, so I will also give some idea about like what is CAPM examination. So difference between these two examinations is that in case of CAPM, the examination is you have to just undergo training for 23 hours or equivalent to 3 days, or in case of PMP it is 35 hours or 4 days of program. Examination format is, in case of CAPM there are 150 multi-choice questions. In case of PMP there are 180 multi-choice questions, and examination time for CAPM is 3 hours and PMP it is 4 hours. Both the examinations are online examinations, and the exam fee you can see nowadays exam fee is also available in rupees. So earlier it was only in dollars. I will give it in the next slide. The PMP examination duration of the examination is 4 hours. It is online examination. Examination is always conducted from USA. There are total 180 questions. Only select one answer from one. No negative marks. It is an online examination. You can give examination from home or office, or PMI has provided facility through company view where you can go and give examination online. So an exam is conducted by PMI USA. So these are some of the details about examination. For if you are a degree holder, then you need experience of 3 years. If you are a diploma holder, then you need experience of 5 years, equivalent to 7,500 hours, or in case of 3 years means 4,500 hours of experience. Experience from last 8 years you can show 3 years or 5 years depending on your qualification. And the candidate need to undergo 35 hours of training program, preferably from the authorized training partners. Like my company Big Bang, we have been authorized training partner. We are in fact premier authorized training partner. That means the highest category in authorized training partners. And we have been providing this training for last more than 12 years now. This is the examination. Now I will talk more about PMP examination, because CAPM, if you are interested, you can contact separately. So PMP examination can be given, fee can be paid in rupees for Indian students, and you can see for PMI members, if you take a membership, Then including PMI membership fee, it is a total 33,000 rupees. And for if you don't want to go through the route of membership, then you have to pay 43,000 rupees separately. Through PMI membership, there are a lot of advantages because actually fee is lesser, much lesser than with non-members. Of course, details are currently this fee rupees is changing because of dollars. It is now fluctuating. So this is a tentative fee we have mentioned here. Okay. For more details, you can contact us later. Books to be, and before this examination, so you have to undergo training, which I will tell you in the next few slides. These are some of the PMP exam prep, like I just mentioned, that is the primary book. Project Management Body of Knowledge, PMBOK is another reference book, and there are many other popular books are also available in the market. One of the popular book is Rita Mulcahy, and then there are books like Andy Crow, Kim Heldman, Head First. These are some of the books available on Amazon. You can refer that book. In our training program, we will help you in choosing the book and how to use the book. So that is a part of our training program. Roadmap for PMP examination is that whether depending on you have experience of 3 years or for less than 3 years or for more than 3 years, you need that experience. Then you need to undergo a training program from authorized training partners. Getting PMI membership is not, it's not mandatory. You can decide whether to go through membership route or non-membership route. After that, you can apply to PA for the examination. Start preparing for the examination. Sometime your application is selected for audit by PMI. It is randomly they select application. But you don't have to worry, because if the application is selected for audit, we will help you in facing the audit. And then that is the support we give to every candidate. After getting the application approval, schedule the examination. So once you pay the fee, once you get the approval, you get a unique ID, and then there is a 1 year period by which you can give the examination. You can schedule the examination either from that center, approved center from PMI, which is you, or you can schedule examination from home or office, and that is how the exam pattern is. And then finally, start it. Now, what is new PMP from January 2021? So one is that, as I mentioned, that there is a book which they have added called the PMP Exam Prep Book. The entire curriculum is based on this pattern. Like there is something 42% people based, 50% processes based, and 8% is business environment based. That is how the basis curriculum is designed. You can see one example that let us say identify stakeholders is one of the, let us say, process. Then for every process you can see there is an input and you can input and output. Tools and techniques are mentioned for each and every process. For example, in this case you can see tools and techniques are stakeholder analysis or expert judgment or meetings. Now one of the technique I can show you, this is one of the very popular technique called stakeholder analysis, and we normally conduct a session only on this one technique. It's a half day or 1 day session to identify the stakeholders, decide your communication patterns, deciding your expectation management, motivation. Everything can be decided using one single technique. Okay, this technique, and this is very, very popular. So when we do a tailor-made program, we use this for doing something practically a program. So, we have some tailor-made programs in addition to PMP program. So this is the one example, like how we do this and then how we identify stakeholders. So very interesting technique we follow, and this is really helpful because by using this technique, stakeholder means what? Stakeholder means your team members, your vendors, your customers, your management team, your support team, all are part of the stakeholders. So we do identification of stakeholder, we then classify them, and then we decide the communication strategies, we decide the stakeholder expectation management strategies, everything is decided based on this. And this one of the changes that nowadays the training content is prepared by PMI USA. No authorized training partner is allowed to create their own content. It is always prepared by PMI, and it is hosted on PMI USA server. Once you enroll with us, we give a student kit, and then you can get the access to that student kit. And we are authorized training partners, so we also undergo the and then okay, so this is about changes from January, and this is the student kit. You can say this is a screenshot of student kit where there are student manuals, then there are checklists. Like project management has now given the lot of forms and formats. You can use it for your practical usage in PMP. Then they have also given some videos as a part of the student kit. These are the 5 chapters within the exam prep. Once you do a drill down, let us say creating a high performing team, starting the project. So these are the 5 chapters. If you drill down and then say, let us say you go creating a high performing team, then there are sub chapters which are mentioned here. And there is a relation with PMBOK also. So you have to study it along with this and PMBOK chapter. There are also some videos are mentioned given in the student kit. Now I will just tell about what are the benefits of PMP certification. One is that it helps in managing projects more effectively. This I tell you, it is really helpful because I will tell you my own experience that I did my PMP certification after doing almost close to more than 30 projects across the world. But when I did my PMP certification, it was a realization that, it was something very, very well structured, well defined project management methodology. And I think I ask everyone to go through this PMP certification. Training is at least mandatory. Okay, becoming certification is individual choice. But at least to get through that 4 days of training program is extremely important. And I really found this course useful, and then I started using in all my projects the principles of PMP, and it is really helping me a lot. It is an internationally recognized certification. That is another advantage that, we few months back, the entire batch of IIM Indore, they registered with us and they underwent training program. Reason is that they said that even though they are from such a premium MBA institutes, still internationally in their interviews, the panels are asking about PMP certification, and that's why they are doing PMP certification. So there is a very high recognition internationally. Even when I was in Singapore, I could see that whenever I started putting PMP in front of me, people started giving a different kind of recognition. Okay. Third is that as from the corporate point of view, if you have more number of PMP certified project managers with you, it gives you weightage, because the recognition is very high when you have more PMP certified project managers. That's why if you want to become like when you are trying to pitch to the international client, and we can say that I have so many PMP certified project managers, that gives a different weightage. So these are there are many multiple advantages, but these are the top 3, I can say, these benefits of PMP for individuals as well as for corporates. These are the some of our candidates. There are many candidates. You can go and check that many candidates, they have given testimonials. So one is, it's not just testimonials, but they have also given like how they have studied for PMP examination, what pattern they followed. Even so, you can, we can on request we can give those linkages where they have mentioned. So we have given this in our YouTube channel also. And if you want, you can go and directly talk to this candidate. There are many candidates who want to speak about the pattern. So we have just mentioned these students, but there are many students who have given testimonials on how they have done PMP with us, their experience, how they studied the examination, whether online PMP is as good as classroom training. You can get clarification all your doubts by talking to these students, and we are very thankful to these candidates because they are always willing to talk to any new candidates, and then they are helping us. Okay, and so how much is there in demand for PMP in India and globally? I will just quickly take you through that. As far as India is concerned, Confederation of Indian Industry, which is one of the topmost body of the top companies and mid-sized companies, they have collaborated with Project Management Institute to teach the project management principles to their members of their industries. There is a survey by PMI, and as per them, normally when somebody becomes PMP, the salary structure keeps on increasing. That is the survey they carried out. So from every country you can see there is an increase. So let us say in USA there is a very high demand for the PMP. There is a very high demand for PMP. Another is that survey by PMI has indicated that with PMI and without PMP, there is a high salary possibility with the PMP getting. Once you have a high PMP with the PMP certification, the chances of getting higher salary is much higher. So this is another survey. Similar survey by PMI, it indicates that it definitely gives a benefit to the individuals. Another is that this slide is that we are getting a lot of requests for proposals from across the world about giving the PMP certification in multiple countries. So these are the mails we are receiving from Project Management Institute. So that clearly indicates that all the top companies, mid-sized companies in developed countries, they are insisting that PMP is must, and they are sending a lot of requests for proposals for training their employees in PMP certification. And this is also includes Indian company, not only companies from abroad. So there is huge demand for PMP. We recently did one survey using Facebook tools, and then we found that there are almost 16 crore project professionals in construction, and then very high professionals in IT sectors, and people are trying to do PMP from all these sectors. Now, last session is that we will tell you about what we are offering to the candidates. So one is that you can visit our website. So this is our website, and one of our background is that we have been doing this PMP training for now close to 12 years now. We have trained more than 10,000 now. Earlier it was 8,000. We have now crossed that figure to 10,000 students in PMP and project management. We have been providing corporate training program for large and medium organizations. And it's a practical, we are also have some tailor-made programs with tangible results. So many companies they are taking the 1-day training program, 2-day training program. It is purely a tailor-made programs for that industry considering their pain areas. These are some of the groups which we have been serving. These are the repeat clients. So we can say, Lodha Group, JMC Projects. Recently, Adani Group also started, entire India, they have started working with us. So these are some of our repeat clients. In addition to PMP, we have been providing training in Six Sigma, Lean Management, 5ES, and technological training like Microsoft project. We have been doing SAP trainings also with our associates. And so we have association with a lot of companies, including Krios. Okay, and so this is our, so typically we are working in 4 areas. One is project management, quality techniques, and project tools. and a lot of HR training programs also we are doing. These are some of the popular programs. And so we are authorized, premier authorized training partner. That is, we get a special access to question banks. That's why we are able to give the realistic question for the preparation of the examination. So we have very high rating on the Google on the scale of 5, 4.7 rating. We have our own YouTube channel where we keep on publishing the material, a lot of material on project management, interviews of the project professionals. We keep on publishing it regularly. We also have Instagram where we keep on publishing small micro 10-second videos on project management techniques. Okay. We also have podcasts, Spotify, where we have published interviews of many people and our own experiences on project management. We are also present on Udemy, where the important is that we have the one program which is 11 hours of program, which is typically a paid program, but we are giving special access to candidate where they can get a free program. Otherwise, this is a paid program. And then there is you can see mock test, 100 questions each, 500 question mock test is also there, but we are giving this to our candidates free of cost. Okay, so these are some of the, and then there are many free videos also we are publishing on Udemy. So you can see what are the value additions we are offering. We are offering doing the student kit. We give, every student will get a student kit as a part of their enrollment. Also get access to our 11 hours program, 11 hours free, which is otherwise paid program. More clarification, certifications you get. One is certificate, very high value, and another that is a certification which is the PMP studies of that, undergoing 4 days of our enhancing their career. And we give access to our lot of like Udemy, then YouTube channel, podcast channel. So we give access to that. This is typically our online batch, photo of our online batch. And even though it is online batch, nobody has complained that, it's very boring or it's, how can we do it from home? But initially people had some apprehensions, but actually people are enjoying, and they have, because we have created a lot of exercises in such a way that people we ensure that people are engaged throughout those 35 hours and they are not getting bored. So that is the speciality, and you can always contact our student to get their experiences. What is the investment typically? So investment, I will go directly to this slide, don't know where it is. This is the slide. Investment is there are 2 types of investments are possible. One is just to get the training. There is an investment of 18,000. As I told you that you get a certification at the end of this training, and which also carries a lot of weight and a lot of knowledge also. That is number 1. Number 2, if you want to get a PMP certification, then another steps, that is, you have to apply to PMI, and then we will help you in doing that entire process. We will help you in filling the form. We will help you how to fill the form, because sometimes people are not giving the right description. So that also we will help you how to fill the form. So one is a training, which is 18,000 rupees. One is if you apply to examination, then 34,000. Total approximately 53,000 rupees. However, depending on the dollar rate, the examination rates are slightly changing. Sometimes it is coming down below 34,000. Sometimes it is going slightly up, because as rate earlier it was from 70 rupees, 72 rupees. It has now gone to almost 82. Sometimes it is 84 rupees also. Okay, so depending on that, this is the investment. But in certification training, we are conducting as authorized training partner. So we have offered some discounts to candidates. If there is a group discount, there is a corporate discounts we have offered, and early bird discounts. So every month we have a batch. Now we have a batch which is starting from the end of last week of February and first week of we always have weekend batches, because it is always convenient, because then people don't have to take leave. They can take on weekend. So this is just one slide I would like to say, because many people have apprehension that how to pay so much fee. So people are using credit card and then convert that into EMI facility, so that let us say 18,000 rupees, it gets divided into 6. So typically 3,000 rupees per month is the average fee, which is not much. Or you can pay upfront full fee, because that is also possible. These are the dates like 25th, 26th February and 4th and 5th March. This is our upcoming batch. You can also see the next 3 months dates from our website. Duration is 8.5 hours into 4 days, 35 hours. And time is typically 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Fee is 18,000. But as I mentioned, we also offer some discounts to, if you come through corporate. Let us say there are many people coming through Krios, then we have a special promo code for Krios. You can use that promo code where you can get a special discount for that company. So every company we have given some promo code, and you can use that promo code. Or if you are coming together as a group, we can give a group discount. As a part of this fee, we are also buying student kit from USA. See, this is the investment from our side. We are also investing money with students. So we are buying student kit from PMI USA, and we are issuing it to you as a part of this kit. And if somebody is interested, they can pay 5,000 rupees fee, and then they can pay rest of the fee when they just before the training start. So that's all from my side. I think now I'm opening the forum, and you can ask me as many questions as possible. And Shalaka is also there to support me. So please, you can ask me questions.